Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And good evening and welcome to today's contest where your Lady Bruins are playing host to the Shenandoah Raiders. Starting off with the Shenandoah Raiders, Emily Olson playing second base, Harley Perry at first, Faith Mooterspaw in left, Kyra Campbell on third, batting cleanup, Bridget Lowry, center field, Cameron Buck on short, Kelsey Lawyer is the catcher, Kaylin Sears is the pitcher, and Meg Stanley is in right field. The bench is just one player, and that's going to be Kenzie Williams. For Blackford, a little bit change in the lineup from last night. Starting off in center field, Haley Williamson, the pitcher, Grace Simmons, the catcher, Michaela Harrell. On third, batting cleanup, Alexa Hurd. Helen Weitzel on short. Erin Cagle is the designated player. Emma Jacobs on first. And Rose Berry out in left. And rounding out the lineup, Kaylee Sills in right field. And with that, we're going to go to the national anthem here, and we'll go to some break.
While filling your car's fuel tank at Food and Fuel Marathon, fill your body's fuel tank too. Monday through Friday, grab a chicken or tenderloin sandwich, or have out a burger and potato wedges, or onion chips, mozzarella cheese sticks, and Bosco breadsticks. If biscuits gravy are your thing, they're available every Monday through Saturday morning until they're gone. And you'll have to grab a Poppy's Extreme donut or two, available daily. Food and Fuel Marathon, 1621 North Walnut Street, Hartford City. Open Monday through Friday, 4:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Food and Fuel Marathon, fueling your vehicle and you. Foundations Building Material is proud to support Blackford High School athletics. Foundation Building Material is your local building materials distributor in East Central Indiana. Our promise to our customers is to do business with integrity and honesty and strive to be the best every day, and never forget we work for you, our customers. We are founded on principle and built on purpose. Distributors of drywall, steel studs, Armstrong ceiling, and insulation. Call Aaron Farrell, 260-471-2181. Foundations Building Materials.
Locally owned, Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC, owned by Jeff and Aubrey Strait, have 30 years of experience in commercial and residential painting and drywall finishing. Straits Drywall and Paint can do anything from new construction to remodels. Does your home need a new touch of color inside or out? Call Jeff or Aubrey at 765-499-9416 for a free quote. Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC. Insured painters with the professional skills necessary to complete your project on time and within budget.
And we're back, and the umpires for today out in the field is going to be Michael Parker, behind the plate Randy Hoke. And as the Bruins finish their warm-up, the Bruins starting off the season at 2-13, and Shenandoah's with a 5-8 record on the season. And as I said earlier, Grace Simmons, your pitcher, she's hopefully going to start warming up here soon, as the umpires yet to give a ball. And with that, let's go to a quick break, and we'll be back with the game.
Are you looking for a job or know of someone who is? Peyton's Northern, a Kroger company, is now hiring. At Peyton's, you'll get a job with career advancement opportunities, employee discounts, tuition reimbursement, and educational assistance. A successful applicant will need to be 18 years of age, have the ability to work weekends, holidays, and overtime, can operate motorized equipment, complete strength and endurance testing, pass a pre-employment and background screens, work 10-hour shifts, and lift 55 pounds. At Peyton's, we offer matching 401k retirement savings, paid incentive days, personal and vacation days, and you'll receive Kroger benefits after 60 days. All qualified applicants are encouraged to apply for this opportunity online at jobs.kroger.com. Click on Logistics and Distribution Jobs and search for Bluffton. For questions, call Peyton Staffing Center at 260-827-2108 or 2109. That's jobs.kroger.com. 260-827-2108. Peyton's Northern, now hiring.
And we're back as Emily Olson up to the plate. Grace Simmons, your pitcher. Behind the plate is going to be Michaela Harold. And the first pitch outside, ball one. And Olson hitting one out to the center field and going to get a single out of it. Haley Williamson fields it, gets it infield into the end zone, or into the infield. And that's going to bring up Harley Perry, the first baseman for the Raiders.
Number 10, Harley Perry.
Harley, another left-hander for the Raiders. Simmons' first pitch outside. Olson getting a bit of a lead, and Harold throws it back. Olson shows bunt, or Perry shows bunt as Olson makes her way to second. Count now 1-1, runner on second. Another pitch outside, and Olson's going to take third. A 2-1 count now for Perry. And Perry's going to knock one out into left center field. It's going to hit the ground. And another hit for the Raiders as Olson scores.
Perry gets base hit with RBI. Up to the plate, number 23, Faith Gooserball.
Up now, Faith Mooterspaw playing left field. First right-handed batter for the Raiders. With that pitch going, that pitch was a ball. And Michaela Harrell tries to throw down first. The ball goes past Emma Jacobs out into the right field, but Perry stays put. This pitch outside, and Harold's going to do it again. 2 balls, no strikes. 1-0 lead for the Raiders. Olson shows, or Mooterspaw shows bunt. Perry stays put. 2-1 count now. And this one's in the dirt. Harold has struggled a little bit to get a hold of it. But again, Perry stays put. Now a 3-1 count for Mooterspaw. And that one's right down the middle, and this is going to be fouled off. Emma Jacobs makes the out. That's going to be the first out for the Raiders.
This ball pops up to the first baseman in foul territory for the first out of the inning.
Up to the plate now, number 11, Kira Campbell, the third baseman for the Raiders. 1 out. Runner still on first. Simmons with the pitch inside. And again, Harold throws down to first. We have a 1-0 count. And that's going to be the first strike of the at-bat. Right on the outside corner. Now a 1-1 count with 1 out. And that one's going to be right down the middle, about belt high. A 1-2 count, 1 out. A swing and a miss is going to bring up strike 3. The batter's out, but Perry advances to second on the pass ball. Up to bat now, number 28, Bridget Laurie. And she's going to foul the first pitch off, out of play, strike 1.
Turn foul ball. Up to the plate, 28, Bridget Laurie.
Simmons pitches one outside, now ball 1. A 1-1 count. Perry still out on second base. This one's just a little bit high now, a 2-1 count. Simmons puts one in the dirt. It goes between Michaela's legs, and now Perry's going to be over on third. A 3-1 count. Still 2 outs. And that one's going to miss, and Lowry's going to take her base. Now runners on first and third, as we have the number 6 batter, Cameron Buck, the shortstop.
14, Cameron Buck.
Still a 1-0 lead from the Raiders. Bunt showed by Buck. A strike call. And Lowry goes to second. Now runners on second and third. 0-1 count for Lowry. I'm sorry, for Buck. And this one's in the dirt for ball 1. One and 1 count now for Buck. And this one's going to be drove just off the glove of Helen Weitzel. And Perry's going to score, and so is Lowry.
Your official book, that in there, son? Oh, really?
She did have the reach and based on the deflection,
So 2 runs scored. Runner now on second after the double by Buck. And now we're going to have Kelsey Lawyer, the catcher. Simmons with the pitch. Looked to be a change up. Just misses a little high. Ball 1. And that one's going to be inside. Another passed ball. And Buck is going to advance to third. A 2-0 count. Another high pitch now, 3-0. That one's right down the middle. It's going to be a fly ball to center field. Haley Williamson there to make the out. And with that, we'll be back right after these words.
Lawyer's
Locally owned, Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC, owned by Jeff and Aubrey Strait, have 30 years of experience in commercial and residential painting and drywall finishing. Straits Drywall and Paint can do anything from new construction to remodels. Does your home need a new touch of color inside or out? Call Jeff or Aubrey at 765-499-9416 for a free quote. Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC. Insured painters with the professional skills necessary to complete your project on time and within budget. The Voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper is your hometown newspaper with a staff that takes great pride in covering local community events in Hartford City and Montpelier. Available at newsstands in Hartford City at Needler's Fresh Market, Food and Fuel, John's Service Station, Northside Florist, and in Montpelier at Coffle's Family Market, Carrie's Restaurant, and Charlie's Sunoco, with more locations coming soon. The Voice of Blackford County is published every Tuesday with a cost of only $1 or a yearly subscription for $35. You'll find school-related events, obituaries, public records info, church news, community calendar, and so much more. Contact Danny at 765-251-4903 or Ann at 765-330-4842. The Voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper. Local news about local people.
Clear Choice Chiropractic. If you're suffering from neck or back pain or suffering from migraines or have a colicky baby, call Dr. Malia Robertson at Clear Choice Chiropractic. They have many techniques to relieve these and many more symptoms with chiropractic care. Located at 1501 North Walnut in Hartford City. And we're going to be in the bottom of the first. The Raiders leading by 3. 3 hits in the last inning, 3 runs, no errors. And the pitcher for the Raiders is going to be Kalen Sears, the catcher Kelsey Lawyer. First at bat, Haley Williamson.
Leading off the first inning for the Bruins, number 1, Haley Williamson.
Outside pitch, ball 1. Haley bunts one down the third base line, doesn't make it in time, and that's going to be the first out.
Williamson grounds out the third for the first out of the inning.
Up to bat now, number 14, the freshman, Grace Simmons.
Number 14, Grace Simmons.
Grace fouls her first pitch off, strike 1. That one down the middle, a little low for Grace, doesn't swing, strike 2. 0-2 count, now a 1-2 count as that one was high and outside. That one right down the middle, and Simmons is going to hit a fly ball, and the third baseman there to make the play. That's 2 outs for the Bruins.
Flies out to the third baseman for the second out of the inning.
And now we're going to have number 12, Michaela Harold.
Now batting for the Bruins, number 12, Michaela Harold.
First pitch low and away, ball 1. Another low and away, 2 balls. That one down the middle, hits line straight to first. Wasn't able to make the catch, but steps on third or first and ends the inning. And we'll be back.
Dr. Malia Robertson of Clear Choice Chiropractic asked, do you suffer from neck pain while working, or do migraines keep you from enjoying your day? Do you have to take pain pills just to function? Does your baby cry constantly for no apparent reason? And most importantly, do you remember the last day you were pain-free? You don't have to live with these frustrations. The doctors at Clear Choice Chiropractic have many techniques to relieve the symptoms of neck and back pain, headaches, stiff joints, colic, earaches, and many other symptoms. Call for your appointment with Dr. Malia Robertson at Clear Choice Chiropractic, 765-329-5044. That's 329-5044. And take back your life and enjoy living pain-free. Located at 1501 North Walnut Street in Hartford City. Open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesdays, 3 to 6 p.m. Thursdays, 3 to 7 p.m. Closed Saturdays and Sundays. Clear Choice Chiropractic. We've got your back.
While filling your car's fuel tank at Food and Fuel Marathon, fill your body's fuel tank too. Monday through Friday, grab a chicken or tenderloin sandwich, or have out a burger and potato wedges, or onion chips, mozzarella cheese sticks, and Bosco breadsticks. If biscuits and gravy are your thing, they're available every Monday through Saturday morning until they're gone. And you'll have to grab a Poppy's Extreme donut or two, available daily. Food and Fuel Marathon, 1621 North Walnut Street, Hartford City. Open Monday through Friday, 4:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Food and Fuel Marathon, fueling your vehicle and you.
We're going to have number 10, Kaylin Sears. 16. Number 16. Simmons puts one on the outside corner now. Strike a 1. 0-1 count. This one's on the inside. Fouled back. Now an 0-2 count for Sears. Simmons one in the dirt, now 1-2 count. And this one's going to be ground. Simmons unable to handle it, goes all the way over to second base, and Huntley's able to make the play first and get the first out. That's going to bring number 30, Meg Stanley, the right fielder, up to bat.
At the plate, number 30, Meg Stanley.
And Simmons hits her on the foot. That's going to put her on first. And we're going back to the top of the lineup. Emily Olson, who got hit out into center field for a single. And this one's a pop fly out of play. Oh, 1 count for Olson. A little high and inside, ball 1. 1-1 count. Another one outside, ball 2, as Harold tries to throw down and pick off the runner at first. Unsuccessful. A 2-1 count for Olson. That one's in the dirt outside, and another wild pitch for the freshman is going to advance Stanley to second. A 3-1 count now. That one was right down the middle, grounded out to Hunley in second. Stanley reaches third. And now the Raiders have 2 outs and a runner on third. And that's going to bring Harley Perry up to the plate also with a hit out to center field. And she's going to get another one out to left field, and Roseberry's there to make the play. And that's going to do it for this half inning, and we'll be back.
While filling your car's fuel tank at Food and Fuel Marathon, fill your body's fuel tank too. Monday through Friday, grab a chicken or tenderloin sandwich, or have out a burger and potato wedges, or onion chips, mozzarella cheese sticks, and Bosco breadsticks. If biscuits and gravy are your thing, they're available every Monday through Saturday morning until they're gone. And you'll have to grab a Poppy's Extreme donut or two, available daily. Food and Fuel Marathon, 1621 North Walnut Street, Hartford City. Open Monday through Friday, 4:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Food and Fuel Marathon, fueling your vehicle and you. Foundations Building Material is proud to support Blackford High School athletics. Foundation Building Material is your local building materials distributor in East Central Indiana. Our promise to our customers is to do business with integrity and honesty and strive to be the best every day, and never forget we work for you, our customers. We are founded on principle and built on purpose. Distributors of drywall, steel studs, Armstrong ceiling, and insulation.
And we're back after Shenandoah just takes one warm-up pitch. We're going to have Hurd up to the plate as she takes the first pitch, strike one. A swing and a miss now, strike two. 0-2 count for the freshman Hurd. A little high and outside, ball one. A 1-2 count for Hurd. And she goes reaching for one way outside, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. Helen Weitzel, the shortstop, up to bat.
Up to the plate for the Bruins, number 3, Helen Weitzel.
A swing and a miss, strike one. Yeah, she fouls that one off. An 0-2 count. And one a little high and inside, ball one. A 1-2 count now for Weitzel. Helen's going to foul one off now. A 1-2 count still for the freshman. And she takes another one in the dirt. A 2-2 count. One out. Bruins trailing by 3. Weitzel taking now the third ball. Now we're at the full count. One out. And another foul ball. And Weitzel's going to hit one out into right center field. She's rounding first, going to second. The center fielder just now picking up the ball as Weitzel rounds second, going to third. She's down on in the dirt for a triple. A nice play by the freshman.
Base hit for Weitzel.
And that's going to bring up the sophomore Aaron Cagle.
Come on, Aaron, drive her in. Go. Hit hard.
Up to the plate, number 19.
That's going to be the Bruins' first hit of the game.
Drive.
As time on the field is called.
Come on, drive.
And we're back to action. Cagle fouls the first pitch off.
Go. Hard ground ball. Get the run. Let's go.
Inside pitch, ball 1-1 count. That one right down the middle, and Cagle's going to foul it off now. 1-2 count. One out for the Bruins. Hurd with the strikeout.
Shorten up. Contact. Let's go.
And a high pitch. A 2-2 count.
Ball 1-9. Ball liven it up.
Another outside pitch, a 3-2 count as Weitzel
Go right here.
thrown back by the catcher.
Get it.
Catcher Kelsey Lawyer.
Base hit, ball 4.
And Cagle's going to foul yet another one off. Still a 3-2 full count.
Way back.
Staying in the fight.
Come on, get it right.
And she's going to get the walk. Now we have runners on first and third, one out with Emma Jacobs up to bat.
At the plate for the Bruins, number 9, Emma Jacobs.
Go, Emma.
Runners on first and third, the sophomore Emma Jacobs up to bat. One out for the Bruins. Shows bunt. Cagle's going to go to second. And Weitzel's going to score as Cagle now rounding second, going to third. And the Bruins now cutting into the lead 3-1. A 1-0 count now for the sophomore. A 3-1 score. The Raiders with the lead. Cagle now on third. And Jacobs is going to hit a fly ball. The pitcher able to field it. That's going to be the second out of the inning. Roseberry up to bat.
At the plate, number 8, Rose Berry.
A swing and a miss by Berry. Strike one.
Come on, hands back, drive it. Let's go. Quick. Short the ball. Contact.
Another swing and a miss. Strike two.
Go!
And the catcher tries throwing Aaron Cagle out, and the ball goes all the way out to left field, and Cagle's going to score as she jogs in. Now the score 3-2 in the Raiders' favor.
I gave him 2 errors, but it's not like that.
Roseberry with an 0-2 count. And Rose lays off of a close one, but gets the call. A 1-2 count. And that one right down the middle, Berry swing and a miss for the third out, third strike. And we'll be back after these words.
Company is now hiring. At Peyton's, you'll get a job with career advancement opportunities, employee discounts, tuition reimbursement, and educational assistance. A successful applicant will need to be 18 years of age, have the ability to work weekends, holidays, and overtime, can operate motorized equipment, complete strength and endurance testing, pass a pre-employment and background screens, work 10-hour shifts, and lift 55 pounds. At Peyton's, we offer matching 401k retirement savings, paid incentive days, personal and vacation days, and you'll receive Kroger benefits after 60 days. All qualified applicants are encouraged to apply for this opportunity online at jobs.kroger.com. Click on Logistics and Distribution Jobs and search for Bluffton. For questions, call Peyton Staffing Center at 260-827-2108 or 2109. That's jobs.kroger.com. 260-827-2108. Peyton's Northern, now hiring.
And we're back. The voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper is your local newspaper with local news about local people. Pick your copy up at multiple locations in Hartford City and Montpelier. Published every Tuesday with yearly subscriptions available. The voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper. Call Danny at 765-251-4903. The first pitch, right down the middle, strike one. At the plate, Faith Mooterspall. The left fielder flew out to first base her last at bat. And she's going to slap this one right over to Emma Jacobs on first. Emma touches first, and that's going to be the first out. Up to bat now, number 11, Kira Campbell. Campbell struck out her first at bat. The Raiders still with a 3-2 lead over the Bruins here in the top of the third. And Simmons is going to throw one about 6 feet in front of the plate for ball one. An inside pitch now, 2-0 count. Simmons puts one about a foot in front of the plate. Now a 3-0 count. Simmons finds the inside corner of the strike zone. Now a 3-1 count. Simmons with a change-up, gets it over the strike zone, a fly ball out to left field, and Roseberry makes the play. Now 2 outs.
Job coming back, Grace. Good job.
And now 28, Bridget Lowry, the center fielder, got a walker last at bat. Now with 2 outs. And Simmons puts one in for ball one. Oh, she swung. Oh, sorry. An 0-1 count. And another one in the dirt for ball one. 1-1 count for Lowry. 2 outs for the Raiders. And one on the inside, ball 2. 2-1 count, 2 outs. And that one's going to hit the inside of her leg for the walk. And that's going to bring up number 14, the shortstop, Cameron Buck. Got a base hit out just past the shortstopper last at bat. That one right down the middle, and that's going to be foul ball. Just out of reach of the third baseman. An 0-1 count for Buck. And she's going to foul another one off now, an 0-2 count.
Good job, Greg. Make a good pitch here. Let's go. Location. Oh, 2, good pitch. Here we go.
Simmons with a change up. And the throw back to first. The runner's safe. A 1-2 count now for Buck. Runner's still out on first. And another change-up's going to be grounded over to shortstop. Helen Weitzel fields it. And Emma Jacobs is going to come off the plate, off the bag. And now that's going to put runners on second and third. So now we've got runners on first and second as Buck advanced to second and third as Buck advanced to second on the throw to third, trying to get Lowry out. And now we've got the catcher Kelsey Laurie, who flew out to center fielder last at bat, showing bunt, and this pitch is going to go behind the catcher, and that's going to score another run. As Buck advances to third. Lowry shows bunt again. The pitch is way outside, ball 2. A 2-0 count now, 2 outs. Shows bunt again. And she's swinging away, and this one's going to be foul. Looks like the foul ball may have hit off the runner on third, Cameron Buck. A 2-1 count now for Kelsey Lawyer. Buck's still out on third. Lowry showing bunt again. Pulls back. The pitch comes in just high. Ball 3. A 3-1 count now for Lawyer. Lawyer showing bunt again. And that pitch is going to miss low, ball 4. That's going to put runners on first and third now. And up to bat's going to be number 16, Kaylin Sears, the pitcher. Sears grounded out to second her last at bat. Simmons with the pitch down the middle, fouled off. Strike 1. This one's going to be grounded over to the shortstop, Weitzel. Weitzel rears back and throws. And Emma Jacobs with the stretch gets the out. And that's going to do it for the top of the third, and we'll be back with the bottom of the third right after this.
Locally owned, Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC, owned by Jeff and Aubrey Strait, have 30 years of experience in commercial and residential painting and drywall finishing. Straits Drywall and Paint can do anything from new construction to remodels. Does your home need a new touch of color inside or out? Call Jeff or Aubrey at 765-499-9416 for a free quote. Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC. Insured painters with the professional skills necessary to complete your project on time and within budget. The Voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper is your hometown newspaper with a staff that takes great pride in covering local community events in Hartford City and Montpelier. Available at newsstands in Hartford City at Needler's Fresh Market, Food and Fuel, John's Service Station, Northside Florist, and in Montpelier at Coffle's Family Market, Carrie's Restaurant, and Charlie's Sunoco, with more locations coming soon. The Voice of Blackford County is published every Tuesday with a cost of only $1 or a yearly subscription for $35. You'll find school-related events, obituaries, public records info, church news, community calendar, and so much more. Contact Annie at 765-251-4903 or Ann at 765-330-4842. The Voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper. Local news about local people.
The Bruins give up 2 runs in the top of the second, or the top of the third. And up to bat now, we're going to have Kaylee Sills trying to eat into this 2-run lead by the Raiders. The first pitch outside, ball 1.
Pitch it hard, let's go. You're going.
A swing and a miss by Sills, strike 1. And Sills is going to fly this one. Shortstop getting underneath of it, and that's going to be the first out. That's going to bring us to the top of the lineup with number 1, Haley Williamson. Haley grounded out to third her last at bat.
Go, Haley, line shot.
That's the plate, number 1, Haley Williamson.
Get your pitch and drive it. Go.
And that one's going to be hit fair territory. And Williamson out into left field. Williamson rounding first, going to second, and she stands up on second with a double.
The double for Williamson.
And that's going to bring us up to the freshman pitcher, Grace Simmons. Simmons also flew out to third in her first at-bat. The pitch comes in just a little high, ball 1.
You're up, Grace.
Williamson out on second. The Bruins down by 2, the bottom of the third. Simmons is going to foul one straight back. Now a 1-1 count.
Get a rep, Grace. Go. Give it a shot. Come on, find your gap. Get you.
And Grace is going to put one foul down the left field.
Get a rep.
A 1-2 count now for the freshman.
Contact. Come on, Grace. Get it back up the middle.
And she's going to foul another one down the third base line. Still a 1-2 count, 1 out.
Battle. Come on, Grace.
And Grace is going to drive one out to the center field. Williamson's going to round third, coming home. Grace is rounding first, going to second. She's going to stand up on second. And that's going to give the Bruins now cutting into this lead 4-3.
An RBI for Simmons. Now batting, number 12, Michaela Harold.
Up to bat now, the junior catcher, Michaela Harold, takes the first pitch outside, ball 1. 1-0 count for the junior. 1 out for the Bruins. Now only down by 1 in the bottom of the third, and she's going to foul this one off for strike 1.
Good kid. Get one you can drive. Let's go.
A 1-1 count. Simmons still out on second. Now way outside pitch, and Harold swings for a miss. A 1-2 count.
You're all right. 3-strike here. Let's go. Contact.
And that one's going to hit off of her right shoulder, and that's going to give her a base. Now runners on first and second. with one out as the freshman Alexa Hurd is up to bat.
Right here, Alexa.
Hurd went down swinging in the last inning.
Get your pitch and drive it.
Takes the first pitch high, ball one.
Go 1-0, good count. Go, here's count. Right here.
Hurd looking down to Dick Lyons for the sign. And then that Hurd squares up to bunt, brings it back, and the pitch is on the outside corner. Strike one. A 1-1 count now for the freshman. Harold out on first. The other freshman, Simmons, out on second. Hurd a swing and a miss. Strike two. A 1-2 count now for Hurd.
Oh, get a rip. Let's go. Put it play right here.
And Hurd takes one high and outside, ball two. A 2-2 count with runners on first and second. One out for the Bruins, down by one, 4-3.
Picture a hit right here. Let's go.
Hurd's going to foul one straight back up on top of the booth. Still a 2-2 count.
Hands back, drive it. Come on, Alexa. Be a leader here. Let's go.
2-2, one out. Bottom of the third.
Right here. Right the box.
And Hurd's going to drive one into deep left field, and that ball is gone. A 2-run home run for the freshman, Alexa Hurd. Now the Bruins up by 2, 6-4. Hurd's first home run in high school. And now the coach of the Raiders out to talk to her pitcher. And she's going to give her a break. And with that, we'll be back after some words from our sponsors.
Dr. Malia Robertson of Clear Choice Chiropractic asked, do you suffer from neck pain while working, or do migraines keep you from enjoying your day? Do you have to take pain pills just to function? Does your baby cry constantly for no apparent reason? And most importantly, do you remember the last day you were pain-free? You don't have to live with these frustrations. The doctors at Clear Choice Chiropractic have many techniques to relieve the symptoms of neck and back pain, headaches, stiff joints, colic, earaches, and many other symptoms. Call for your appointment with Dr. Malia Robertson at Clear Choice Chiropractic, 765-329-5044. That's 329-5044. And take back your life and enjoy living pain-free. Located at 1501 North Walnut Street in Hartford City. Open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesdays, 3 to 6 p.m. Thursdays, 3 to 7 p.m. Closed Saturdays and Sundays. Clear Choice Chiropractic. We've got your back.
Up to bat now for the Bruins, Helen Weitzel. She takes the first pitch outside for ball one. A new pitcher for the Raiders, Kenzie Williams, as Weitzel takes a swing and a miss, strike one.
Hey, find a hole. Let's go. Come on, Helen.
The Bruins now lead 6-4 over the Raiders. Helen Weitzel takes another swing and a miss on an outside pitch. Now a 1-2 count. One out for the Bruins. And another outside pitch. Weitzel lays off of it, a 2-2 count.
Hands inside the ball. Drive it. Let's go. Come on, Helen.
Another outside pitch. Now bringing the count full.
Here it comes.
Another freshman for the Lady Bruins, Weitzel. Full count, one out. Williams with the pitch, another outside pitch, and Weitzel fouls it off. Weitzel with a triple out into center field, her first at bat, and takes a high pitch, and now she's going to get the walk.
Weitzel gets a base on balls.
Weitzel now sitting out on first. The sophomore Aaron Cagle up to bat. One out still for the Bruins. Cagle takes one down the middle, strike one, an 0-1 count. Cagle walked her first at bat after a long battle. And another pitch down the middle as Weitzel starts to steal, and she's under the tag and safe at second. The pitch was called strikes, now an 0-2 count with Weitzel out on second. And an outside pitch for the first ball, 1-2 count. And Cagle takes another one on the outside, now a 2-2 count. A 3-2 count now, as that one was still high and outside. Weitzel still on second. The Bruins up by 2, 6-4, with one out. A swing and a miss by Cagle. Now that's 2 outs for the Bruins. That's going to bring up the sophomore, Emma Jacobs.
At the plate, number 9, Emma Jacobs.
And Jacobs fouls one off, 0-1.
Hands back, quick hands. Come on, Anna. Sharp line drive here. Let's go. Keep your hands back and go. Good catch. Good catch.
Jacobs is going to foul off another one, now an 0-2 count. 0-2 count, 2 outs. Helen Weitzel still out on second. The Bruins with a 6-4 lead, and Jacobs is going to ground this one over to the shortstop to first, and that's going to do it for the inning, and we'll be back after this word.
While filling your car's fuel tank at Food and Fuel Marathon, fill your body's fuel tank too. Monday through Friday, grab a chicken or tenderloin sandwich, or have out a burger and potato wedges, or onion chips, mozzarella cheese sticks, and Bosco breadsticks. If biscuits and gravy are your thing, they're available every Monday through Saturday morning until they're gone. And you'll have to grab a Poppy's Extreme donut or two, available daily. Food and Fuel Marathon, 1621 North Walnut Street, Hartford City. Open Monday through Friday, 4:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Food and Fuel Marathon, fueling your vehicle and you.
Foundations Building Material is your local building materials distributor in East Central Indiana for drywall, steel studs, and Armstrong ceiling and insulation. Founded on principle, built on purpose. Contact Aaron Farrell at 260-471-2181.
Locally owned, Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC, owned by Jeff and Aubrey Strait, have 30 years of experience in commercial and residential painting and drywall finishing. Straits Drywall and Paint can do anything from new construction to remodels. Does your home need a new touch of color inside or out? Call Jeff or Aubrey at 765-499-9416 for a free quote. Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC. Insured painters with the professional skills necessary to complete your project on time and within budget.
In the top of the fourth with the Bruins, a 6-4 lead over the Shenandoah Raiders. A check swing. Going to bring up ball one. A 1-0 count. And the batter, number 30, Meg Stanley. And that pitch is going to hit the inside corner for strike one, a 1-1 count.
Fifth base. Those strikes.
Simmons way inside now, ball 2-1 count. A 2-2 count with a swing and a miss.
Good. Squeeze it back here. Let's go. Big out. Come on, White, make play.
Another swing and a miss, and Michaela Harold fumbles it and makes a bad throw. Emma Jacobs not able to handle it, and she's going to reach on the air.
let's go.
Up to the plate.
Get out, ball, White.
Leadoff hitter.
And now the leadoff hitter, Emily Olson, up to bat with a runner on first. That pitch misses high. That pitch misses high for ball one. Up to bat now, number 10, Harley Perry. No, I'm sorry, still number 9.
Doesn't hurt. Let's go.
Emily Olson. Olson grounded out to second her first at bat, hit a shot out to center field for a base hit. Now takes that one on the outside corner, strike one. A 1-1 count with a runner on first, no outs in the top of the fourth inning.
Good pitch, Grace.
That one down the middle, and this one's going to be foul out of play, a 1-2 count.
Good pitch.
Simmons tries to change up, misses outside, a 2-2 count. The sun starting to peek through the clouds, and on an overcast day,
Make a play. Come on, White.
a 2-2 count, runner on first. Simmons with the pitch, right down the middle. This one's going to be hit just into the gap. No! Helen Weitzel makes the play, gets the first out of the inning.
Good play by the shortstop for the first out of the
And now that's going to bring up number 10, Harley Perry, the first baseman, who flew out to left field her last at bat. On her first at bat, got a single out into center field.
Goes get one.
One out, runner on first, shows bunt, puts the bunt down, and Simmons fields it, throws down to first, gets the out, and the runner does advance to second. Now we have 2 outs on with the sacrifice bunt. That's going to bring up number 23, Faith Mooterspall, the left fielder, grounded out to third or last at bat, flew out to third or first. Runner's out on second now with the sac bunt.
Come on, Grace.
Simmons with the wild pitch,
Save it.
and
Go. Forget the runner.
the runner's going to advance to third as the pitch was a little wild.
Stay in front here, Michaela. You got a battle back here. Come on, Grace.
Mooterspall with a 1-0 count. Simmons puts one in the dirt.
Stop.
Harold able to keep it in front of her now, a 2-0 count.
Don't let her score.
2 outs for the Raiders.
Come on, Grace.
Runner on third. Simmons with another inside pitch, now a 3-0 count.
Nothing hurt. Let's go. All the way back. Come on, Grace.
Another one in the dirt. Now she's going to walk her, give her a base out on first. And that's going to bring up number 11, Kira Campbell. Campbell struck out swinging her first at bat and flew out to left field her last at bat. Runners on first and third, 2 outs for the Raiders.
Come on, be smart here. Let's go. Player hitter.
And that one on the inside. This is going to be just into the grass as Helen Weitzel makes another play. And that's going to be the 3rd out of the inning. We're going to be back with the bottom of the 4th after this word.
Foundations Building Material is proud to support Blackford High School athletics. Foundation Building Material is your local building materials distributor in East Central Indiana. Our promise to our customers is to do business with integrity and honesty and strive to be the best every day. And never forget, we work for you, our customers. We are founded on principle and built on purpose. Distributors of drywall, steel studs, Armstrong ceiling, and insulation. Call Aaron Farrell, 260-471-2181. Foundations Building Materials.
Stop by Food and Fuel Marathon on North Walnut Street for fuel for your car and fuel for you. Lunch available Monday through Friday. Biscuits and gravy Monday through Saturday, and Poppy's Extreme Donuts daily. Open Monday through Friday, 4:30 a.m. to 11 p.m., Saturday 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., and Sunday 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. The Bruins still with a 2-run lead, 6-4, the bottom of the fourth, and we're going to have Roseberry up to the plate, leading off the Bruins. Struck out, swinging her first at bat.
Leading off the Bruins fourth inning, number 8, Roseberry.
Come on, Rose, hands back, drive. Quick.
And a timeout call, not real sure why, but here we go. And that one right down the middle, a swing and a miss, strike one.
Get him back and go. Quick. Get him all the way back.
An 0-1 count. Pitch comes in, misses just a little high. Ball one, a 1 count, 1-1 count for the leadoff batter.
Quick hands. Come on, Rose.
A swing and a miss, strike two.
Go. It's got to be a little quicker. Let's go. Quick.
And she's going to foul this one off to stay in the battle. A 1-2 count.
Shorten up a little bit. Let's go. Quick hands.
The Bruins still leads by 2, 6-4. A 1-2 count, no outs for the leadoff. And that one's going to be fouled off as well. The Bruins doing a fine job staying in the battle.
You're there. Let's go.
Only recording 3 strikeouts on the evening. And a swing and a miss. That's going to be strike 3. That's the first out of the inning. And now we're at the bottom of the lineup with right fielder Kaylee Sills. Sills flew out to shortstop in her last plate appearance.
Up to the plate for the Bruins, number 11, Haley Sills.
Quick hands. Let's go. Barrel up. Hustle, hustle, hustle.
And the second baseman is able to make the play and keep it in front of her, but not enough to make the out. And that's going to be the Bruins' first hit of the inning. And now we're going to be up with number 1, Haley Williamson.
At the plate, leadoff hitter, number 1, Haley Williamson.
Go quick to the ball. Good.
Williamson lets the first one go by. Now a 1-0 count.
Show us what you got.
Williamson's going to foul one off. Now a 1-1 count.
Good cut. All you, Haley. Let's go. Fly shot.
Williamson, the only senior on the team, takes one outside. Ball 2, a 2-1 count
There you go.
for the senior who's committed to go to IU South Bend for dentistry. The pitch comes in, and Williamson's going to foul it straight back. Now a 2-2 count.
Hey, your timer up. Let's go. You're on her. Right here, Haley.
2-2 for the senior, 1 out for the Bruins, and she's going to ground one over to third. Third baseman throws it to second, but the second baseman unable to handle it, and Kaylee Sills is going to be safe. And that's going to bring up the freshman, number 14, Grace Simmons.
At the plate, number 14, Grace Simmons.
Help yourself out, Grace. Help yourself out, Grace. Hands
Simmons
back,
with a
right.
drive out to center field for a double her last at bat.
Attaway.
Now takes a 1-0 count.
Come on, Grace, right here. 2-0.
2-0 count. I'm sorry, I missed the first pitch. 2-0 count, 1 out for the Lady Bruins. Runners on first and second. And Simmons takes now a 3-0 count.
There you go.
3-0 count for Simmons, the freshman, one of 4 on the team. And Simmons is going to hit one foul. A 3-1 count. 3-1 count for the freshman. Runners on first and second, one out, and she's going to let that one go by. Now the count full for the freshman batter.
You know she wants to bring it to you. Here we go. Right here, Grace.
Simmons with runners on first and second, and she gets a hold of this one, and it goes foul. A 3-2 count here in the bottom of the fourth.
Here we go. Base hit, ball 4. Thank you. You're awesome.
No. And Simmons is going to take her base on the ball 4 walk. Now bases loaded for the junior, Michaela Harold.
Hey, you're going to get your pitch, Michaela. Drive it. Get your pitch.
Bases loaded for the junior.
Hit your pitch.
One out, and the first pitch is outside for ball 1. Bottom of the fourth, the Bruins lead 6-4 over the Shenandoah Raiders.
Get yours. Come on, Michaela.
Harold fouls one off now, 1-1 count.
You're on. Right here, Michaela. Line it up. Go. Hit it hard.
Harold's going to drive one down the third base line. Now a 1-2 count. One out for the Lady Bruins. Bases loaded. Harold was hit by the pitcher last at bat and had a line drive to first base for the out. And she's going to drive this one down the first base line, getting out ahead of it. Still a 1-2 count as Harold's battling through the plate appearance. The Bruin dugout getting loud as the pitch comes in, and Harold's going to foul another one off. Harold battling through this as the balls have all been hit out of play. And here comes some in. Michaela Harold with a 1-2 count, one out, bases loaded. And that one's going to be outside, ball 2, a 2-2 count.
Coming right here. You don't want to go full. Come on, Michaela.
2-2 count for the Bruins. Roseberry the only out of the inning. The pitch comes in, another one outside. Now the count is full, 3-2 with one out.
Base hit, ball 4. Come on, Michaela. Think about your pitch. Right here. Right here.
Harold staring down the pitcher. The pitcher delivers. Harold's going to ground it to high looper, and it's going to bounce off the second baseman's leg. And that's going to be an overthrow, and Haley Williamson's going to try to extend it over to home, and she does. A 2-run hit off of 2 errors. And that's going to be an 8-4 lead for the Bruins. And that means Grace Simmons is going to be on third. Michaela Harold out on second. And now it's going to bring up the freshman Alexa Hurd, who had a 3-run shot over the left field fence in her last at bat. The Bruins now lead 8-4, one out, and the coach of the Raiders out to talk to her girls. Hurd's coming to the plate with runners on second and third. One out.
Hard ground ball. Let's go. Drive in the run.
Now batting number 6, Alexa Hurd.
The first pitch comes in, and Hurd drives one out to center field, and it's out to the fence with a one hop to the fence. As Grace Simmons scores, Hurd's going to stay on second, and Michaela Harold, and that's going to be Hurd's 4th RBI of the game. And that's going to bring up another freshman for the Bruins, Helen Weitzel at shortstop. The Bruins now lead 10-4, still one out on the inning.
Do something today. Let's go. Hit the ball.
Hurd, the lonely runner, out on second. And Weitzel's going to show bunt and foul one off for an 0-1 count.
At the plate for the Bruins, number 3, Helen Weitzel.
Hey, good idea. Here we go. Come on, Helen. Hit it hard. Find a gap. Hands back, drive it.
And the umpire going to call that one on the outside for strike 2. An 0-2 count now for the freshman. 1 out for the Bruins. Hurd out on second. Yeah. Weitzel's going to drive this one over to second. The second baseman's going to make the throw, but it's in the dirt. And Hurd's going to round third, going to home. And Helen Weitzel's now going to try to make second as the catcher throws and gets the out easy on Weitzel. Now 2 outs for the Bruins, but not before Hurd's able to score. Now 11-4 over the Raiders. Two outs now for the Bruins as the designated player, Aaron Cagle, up to bat. Cagle's going to foul her first one off for an 0-1 count. Cagle's going to take the first one high, or the second one high and outside, ball 2 or ball 1. A 1-1 count now for the sophomore Cagle. And she's going to hit the outside corner with that one for strike 2. A 1-2 count, 2 outs for the Bruins. Now with a 6-run lead, 10-4 over the Shenandoah Raiders. Pitch comes in, and Cagle gets a little looper, but the first baseman able to record the out. And with that, we'll be back after this word from our sponsor.
Are you looking for a job or know of someone who is? Peyton's Northern, a Kroger company, is now hiring. At Peyton's, you'll get a job with career advancement opportunities, employee discounts, tuition reimbursement, and educational assistance. A successful applicant will need to be 18 years of age, have the ability to work weekends, holidays, and overtime, can operate motorized equipment, complete strength and endurance testing, pass a pre-employment and background screens, work 10-hour shifts, and lift 55 pounds. At Peyton's, we offer matching 401k retirement savings, paid incentive days, personal and vacation days, and you'll receive Kroger benefits after 60 days. All qualified applicants are encouraged to apply for this opportunity online at jobs.kroger.com. Click on Logistics and Distribution Jobs and search for Bluffton. For questions, call Peyton Staff Center at 260-827-2108 or 2109. That's jobs.kroger.com. 260-827-2108. Peyton's Northern, now hiring.
As the Bruins lead the Shenandoah Raiders 11-4, Bridget Lowry is going to be up to bat, leading off the top of the 5th inning. The first pitch just a little high, ball 1. A 1-0 count now for Lowry. And the second pitch comes in, now a 2-0 count. Simmons with the pitch, and she's going to hit the outside corner, a 2-1 count for the leadoff. Simmons is going to bounce one off the left foot. And Lowry's going to take her base. That's going to bring up number 14, Cameron Buck.
At the plate, number 14, Cameron Buck.
Simmons with a nice pitch down the middle, fouled off for an 0-1 count. Buck, who reached on an error in the last inning and hit a shot that just went off of Helen Weitzel's glove in the first inning. Now in the top of the 5th. And the runner's going to try to advance and does, as the throw's not there in time. Now a 1-1 count with a runner on second. Buck with the 1-1 count. No outs. That looked like a change up that misses high, 2-1. 2-1 count now for Buck. Simmons still your pitcher. No changes to the field. And that pitch comes in right down the middle, just out of reach of Helen Weitzel. And Lowry's going to score. And Buck's going to extend it out to a double.
Base hit for Buck.
Hey, nothing hurt. Get your batter. Here we go.
And that's going to bring up Kelsey Lawyer
Up to the plate.
up to the plate.
Kelsey Lawyer.
And that's going to be a shot foul down the third base side. Still no outs for the Raiders. And this is going to be a shot out just out of reach of Helen Weitzel as Roseberry fields it and throws it into third, but Hurd's going to keep it. And that's going to bring up Kenzie Williams, the pitcher.
Hey, player hitter, let's go. Forget it.
Up to the plate. Number 3.
Now runners on second and third.
Come on, White.
The Bruins still lead with a score of 11-5. The first pitch is a ball. Now 1-0 count for Williams. Simmons with the pitch, just a bit high for ball 2. 2-0 count. Runners on second, third. Still no outs for the Raiders.
Come on, Grace.
And that one's going to hit the outside corner of the strike zone. A 2-1 count for the freshman. Simmons with the change-up, just missing the batter. A 3-1 count. Simmons with the pitch is in the dirt, and that's going to bring bases loaded for the Raiders. And that's going to bring up the bottom of the lineup, Meg Stanley.
Hey, got a 4, steady base, get it out. Go, come on,
No outs still for the Raiders. Bases loaded, no outs, with an 11-5 lead over the Raiders. And this one's going to be grounded out. Grace Simmons just gets a glove on it. It's going to roll out into left field, and this might score 3. No, just 2. And now the score is 11-7 with runners on first and third, no outs still.
Nothing to hurt. Come on, White.
Up to the plate. Number 9. Olson.
Let's go, battle. Come on, Grace. Up, get you out. 2.
And Williamson on her way back, able to hold on to that one to get the first out.
Good job, White.
And number 3, Kenzie Williams, is able to score. Now the score 11-8 with 1 out. And sorry about that, trying to get some things figured out. A 3-0 count for Harley Perry. 1 outs for the Raiders. Only down by 3 now, 11-8, as Simmons throws one in the dirt. And now we're going to have runners on first and second.
Nothing hurt. Go, White. Got a 4.
No outs for the Bruins, and that's going to bring up Faith Mooterspaw.
At the plate, 23, Faith Mooterspaw.
Mooterspaw takes one inside for ball 1. A 1-0 count as she's flied out to the first base and grounded out to first base, both at-bats. 1 out for the Raiders. Runners on first and second with a down by 3 as that pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1. A 1-1 count.
Come on, White. Head up. Let's go.
A change up, and Mooterspaw is going to foul it off. Now a 1-2 count. Runners on first and second. 1 out. The Bruins with a lead, 11-8. And that one's down the middle, a high fly ball out towards center. Williamson able to get under it and make the out. The runners stay put. 2 outs now for the Raiders. And that's going to bring up Kyra Campbell.
Now batting number 11, Kyra Campbell.
Campbell struck out her first plate appearance, and this one's going to be hit just in the right field, and they've got a runner going home, and she's going to score. As we now have runners on first and second, the Raiders cutting into the Bruins lead, now 11-9. And that's going to bring up back to the top of the lineup, Bridget Lowry. As she takes the first pitch for ball 1.
Play 28, Bridget Lowry.
Second pitch is drove out to left field. It's going to get behind Rose Berry, and the Perry is going to score, and Campbell's going to score. A 2-run shot out into left field for the Raiders, and now the Raiders have scored 7 so far in this inning. A double out into left field by Lowry. And now Cameron Buck up to bat, as Dick Lyons comes out and talks to his pitcher. With 30 years of experience, Jeff and Aubrey Strait, owners of Straits Drywall and Paint LLC, can help you with any project you have, from commercial and residential remodel to new construction. Give your home that new touch of color. Give them a call at 765-499-9416, and don't forget to follow them on Facebook. Simmons still the pitcher. The score now 11-11. And this one's going to be grounded and down the third base line, and Hurd not able to handle it. And that's going to give the Raiders a 1-run lead as Lowry comes in on the double. That's going to bring up 20, Kelsey Lawyer.
Now batting number 20, Kelsey Lawyer.
And that one's going to be fouled off, strike 1. The Raiders now with 8 runs in the top of the 5th, leading the Bruins by 1, 12-11. Lawyer showing bunt, Brings it back. The changeup is going to be drove out to the center field. Williamson gets underneath of it and is able to record the out. And we'll be back after this word.
Locally owned Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC, owned by Jeff and Aubrey Strait, have 30 years of experience in commercial and residential painting and drywall finishing. Straits Drywall and Paint can do anything from new construction to remodels. Does your home need a new touch of color inside or out? Call Jeff or Aubrey at 765-499-9416 for a free quote. Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC. Insured painters with the professional skills necessary to complete your project on time and within budget. The Voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper is your hometown newspaper with a staff that takes great pride in covering local community events in Hartford City and Montpelier. Available at newsstands in Hartford City at Needler's Fresh Market, Food and Fuel, John's Service Station, Northside Florist, and in Montpelier at Koppel's Family Market, Carrie's Restaurant, and Charlie's Sunoco, with more locations coming soon. The Voice of Blackford County is published every Tuesday with the cost of only $1 or a yearly subscription for $35. You'll find school-related events, obituaries, public records info, church news, community calendar, and so much more. Contact Danny at 765-251-4903 or Ann at 765-330-4842. The Voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper. Local news about local people.
Yeah, we're back with Emma Jacobs leading off the bottom of the fifth inning. The first pitch, high and outside, ball one. A 1-0 count for the sophomore. And she's going to ground this one over to the third baseman. The third baseman makes the play at first. And that's going to be the first out. That's going to bring up Rose Berry. Struck out swinging both of her at last at bats. A swing and a miss. Strike one.
Rose Berry.
Rose, put down.
A little bit high, 1-1 count. Right down the middle, and Barry's going to hit one into the gap. And she's going to get a single as the second baseman's out there kicking the ball around.
Base hit for Berry.
And that's Barry's first base hit of the game.
Hit hard.
Out into left field. And that's going to bring up Kaylee Sills, the right fielder.
Good pitch, hit hard. Let's go.
At the plate, number 11, Kaylee Sills.
The Bruins down by one with one out in the bottom of the fifth as the first pitch comes in, strike one. Oh, 1 count, one out. Roseberry out on first as this inside pitch gets the first ball call, 1-1.
Go. Bruce's heel. Let's go.
1-1 count for the sophomore, one out. And that one's going to miss high, ball two. 2-1 count, one out. Roseberry still out on first. Bottom of the fifth, the Bruins down by one now, 12-11. A swing and a miss by the sophomore, now a 2-2 count. Sills flies one over to short, and short tries to get Barry out at first, but the first baseman unable to handle the ball. The Bruins now have two outs, and we're back to the top of the lineup with Haley Williamson.
Now batting, number 1, Haley Williamson.
Williamson hits one foul. The left fielder trying to make the diving play, but just out of reach. Oh, 1 count for the senior, the only one on the team.
Go, hit the ball hard. Drive the ball. Play the gap.
Williamson takes the second one just a little outside. Now a 1-1 count.
Come on, Haley. Let's get on base. Come on, big rip here. Let's go. Come on, Haley. Hit a heart.
And Williamson's going to just get a piece of one that was outside. Now a 1-2 count for the senior.
Don't set yourself short here. Get a rip. Come on. Come on, Haley. Hand back, drive it.
A 1-2 count, 2 outs for the Bruins. Williamson gets one into the grass, and that's going to be a base hit. And that's going to bring up the freshman, Grace Simmons.
Up to the plate, number 14, Grace Simmons.
Oh, help yourself out here, Grace. Hit hard. Here we go.
I'm calling for a home. I'm calling for a long ball.
Simmons, the first pitch outside, high, ball 1. A 1-0 count. Runners on first and second, 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. The Bruins trail by 1. Simmons is going to ground one foul. Now a 1-1 count.
All right. New shot here. Let's go. Line drive. Hit the black ball. Black ball. Come on, Grace. Away. Good job.
Simmons lets the third pitch go by, and it was on an outside. 2-1 count. 2-1, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. The Bruins trailing by 1 in the bottom of the 5th. And Simmons is going to hit a high fly ball. And the second baseman comes over and makes the play, and that's going to do it for the bottom of the 5th. And we'll be back with the top of the 6th right after.
Dr. Malia Robertson of Clear Choice Chiropractic asked, do you suffer from neck pain while working, or do migraines keep you from enjoying your day? Do you have to take pain pills just to function? Does your baby cry constantly for no apparent reason? And most importantly, do you remember the last day you were pain-free? You don't have to live with these frustrations. The doctor, Clear Choice Chiropractic, have many techniques to relieve the symptoms of neck and back pain, headaches, stiff joints, colic, earaches, and many other symptoms. Call for your appointment with Dr. Malia Robertson at Clear Choice Chiropractic, 765-329-5044. That's 329-5044. And take back your life and enjoy living pain-free. Located at 1501 North Walnut Street in Hartford City. Open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesdays, 3 to 6 p.m. Thursdays, 3 to 7 p.m. Closed Saturdays and Sundays. Clear Choice Chiropractic. We've got your back.
Peyton's Northern, a Kroger company, is hiring in Bluffton. A successful applicant will need to be 18 years of age, have the ability to work weekends, holidays, and overtime, can operate motorized equipment, complete strength and endurance testing, pass a pre-employment and background screens, work 10-hour shifts, and lift 55 pounds. All qualified applicants are encouraged to apply for this opportunity online at jobs.kroger.com. Click on Logistics and Distribution Jobs and search for Bluffton. For questions, call Peyton's Staffing Center at 260-827-2108 or 2109. Simmons, still your pitcher. First pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. Kenzie Williams, the pitcher for the Shenandoah Raiders, is up to bat. Haley Wick now out in right field. Roseberry still out in left. Everything else is the same. And Simmons with one right down the middle for strike 1. A 1-1 count. Sears 1 for 3 on the evening. And Simmons pitches another one in the dirt. A 2-1 count as the Raiders lead 12-1. And this one's going to be a hit, a high fly ball, and Mackenzie Hundley makes the play, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. And that's going to bring up number 30, Meg Stanley.
Nice job, Grace. Go.
Up to the plate, number 30, Meg Stanley.
First pitch, just a little high, 1-0. 1-0 count, 1 out. The Bruins trailing by 1 in the top of the 6th. That one right down the middle. Hundley just out of reach, and this is going to go out to Haley Williamson out in center field. She puts the ball back into the infield, and that's going to be a base hit for Meg Stanley. And that's going to bring us right back to the top of the lineup with number 9, Emily Olson.
Up to the plate, leadoff hitter number 9, Emily Olson.
Come on, Greg.
Olson 1 for 4. Takes the first pitch just a little outside. 1-0 count. Runner on first. 1-0 count. Top of the 6th. 12-11 lead for the Raiders. And Grace is going to put one on the outside corner. Now a 1-1 count. A 1-1 count, 1 out. Simmons, another one on the outside corner for strike 2. A 1-2 count now for Emily Olson.
Put out 3, I guess.
And I'm getting word that the runner left early for base, and that's going to be 2 outs now for Meg Stanley, recording that second out.
Get off the plate. Hit the corner.
And so 2 outs now. Still a
Nice pitch.
I believe it's a 1-2 count. Now a 2-2 count. 2-1.
Well, got battle back there. Let's go.
Okay. So the strike count not counted because of the left early. And now a swing and a foul. 2-2 count. Olson still the batter.
Right here. Get a great one.
Simmons, the freshman pitcher. The changeup just missing high, bringing the count full. 3-2.
Good idea. Come on, dip that corner. Come on, Grace. Nice.
And this one's going to be hit out to left field. A line drive. Roseberry puts it into the infield. And that's going to give the Raiders another runner.
Hey, nothing hurt. 2-way. Come on, Grace.
And that's going to bring up Harley Perry.
At the plate, number 10, Harley Perry.
Perry fouls the first pitch off. A 0-1 count. And this one's high. And Harold throws one out into right field. Wick with the pickup. And now we've got a run, a 1-1 count. Runners advance to second. 1-1 count. 2 outs. And Simmons finds one just a little outside. 2-1 count.
Come on, Grace. Battle right here. Big out. Go. Save it.
Another pitch for a 3-1 count. Runner advances to third on the drop ball by
Come on, Grace. Good pitch here.
Michaela Harold. Simmons with the pitch. And that one's going to be caught by Hundley on the run. And the Bruins hold them scoreless in the top of the 6th. No runs, no hits, and we'll be back after this.
While filling your car's fuel tank at Food and Fuel Marathon, Fill your body's fuel tank too. Monday through Friday, grab a chicken or tenderloin sandwich, or have out a burger and potato wedges, or onion chips, mozzarella cheese sticks, and Bosco breadsticks. If biscuits and gravy are your thing, they're available every Monday through Saturday morning until they're gone. And you'll have to grab a Poppy's Extreme donut or two, available daily. Food and Fuel Marathon, 1621 North Walnut Street, Hartford City. Open Monday through Friday, 4:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Food and Fuel Marathon, fueling your vehicle and you. Foundation's Building Material is proud to support Blackford High School athletics. Foundation Building Material is your local building materials distributor in East Central Indiana. Our promise to our customers is to do business with integrity and honesty and strive to be the best every day, and never forget we work for you, our customers. We are founded on principle and built on purpose. Distributors of drywall, steel studs, Armstrong ceiling, and insulation. Call Aaron Farrell, 260-471-2181. Foundations Building Materials.
And sorry about that. The first pitch comes in. Ball one. A swing and a miss by Michaela brings up a 1-1 count. As you may have noticed, I've pulled the camera over to where you can't see my friend in the booth here through the reflection in the glass. And Michaela gets the second pitch called, strike two. A 1-2 count now for Harold. And she's going to ground one up the middle out to center field, and that's going to be a base hit. That's going to bring up the freshman, Hurd.
At the plate, number 6, Alexa Hurd.
Hurd with a home run and another base hit up the 5-6 gap. And that's going to put runners on first and second. The Bruins off to a quick start here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's going to bring up another freshman, Helen Weitzel.
Now batting, number 3, Helen Weitzel.
Weitzel shows bunt. The catcher tries to catch it, but is not able to. An 0-1 count for the freshman. Weitzel again tries to bunt on one that was high and outside. Now an 0-2 count. And that one's outside of ball one. A 1-2 count for the freshman Helen Weitzel with runners on first and second, Alexa Hurd and Michaela Harold. And a swing and a miss on an outside pitch is the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up number 19, the designated player, Aaron Cagle.
Wait, number 19, Aaron Cagle.
Cagle takes the first one on the outside corner, strike one. An 0-1 count, one out for the Bruins. Runners on first and second in the bottom of the 6th, down by one. A swing and a miss by Cagle. Now an 0-2 count. And that one's way outside. Now a 1-2 count for the Bruins. One out. Runners on first and second. Down by one with a score of 12-11. An inside pitch, a swing and a miss, and that's going to be the second strikeout in a row for the Bruins. And that's going to bring up the sophomore, number 9, Emma Jacobs.
At the plate, number 9, Emma Jacobs.
The first pitch outside, ball one. Jacobs flies out to the shortstop. And that's going to do it for the 6th inning, and we'll be back after this word.
Foundations Building Material is proud to support Blackford High School athletics. Foundation Building Material is your local building materials distributor in East Central Indiana. Our promise to our customers is to do business with integrity and honesty and strive to be the best every day. And never forget, we work for you, our customers. We are founded on principle and built on purpose. Distributors of drywall, steel studs, Armstrong ceiling, and insulation. Call Aaron Farrell, 260-471-2181. Foundations Building Materials.
Locally owned, Straight's Drywall and Paint, LLC, owned by Jeff and Aubrey Straight, have 30 years of experience in commercial and residential painting and drywall finishing. Straight's Drywall and Paint can do anything from new construction to remodels. Does your home need a new touch of color inside or out? Call Jeff or Aubrey at 765-499-9416 for a free quote. Straight's Drywall and Paint, LLC. Insured painters with the professional skills necessary to complete your project on time and within budget.
And we're back. Faith Mooterspall will be the leadoff in the top of the 7th, the last inning of the game. The Bruins trailing by 1, 12-11. Grace Simmons still the pitcher for the Bruins as they're finishing up their warm-up pitches.
Number 23, Faith Mooterspall.
Simmons with the pitch, and that one was right down the middle, and Mooterspall fouls it off for an 0-1 count. The second pitch is in the dirt. A 1-1 count for Mooterspall. We're in the top of the 7th here. As the sun's just starting to fade behind the trees, the shadows casting over the field. And this one's going to be line drive, just nipping off the tip of Alexa Hurd's glove over on third base. That's going to be a base hit. And we're going to come up with number 11, Kyra Campbell.
Up to the plate, number 11, Kyra Campbell.
Campbell 1 for 4 on the evening as she drives one over to left field. Weitzel trying to turn 2, but Hundley unable to catch the ball. Now the runner that was at second, now at third on the passed ball. So what should have been an out, now an error with runners on first and third. Now Bridget Lowry, number 28, up to bat.
Up to the plate, number 28, Bridget Lowry.
The first pitch just a little high, ball one. A 1-0 count, runners on first and third. Lowry 1 for 1 on the evening as she has gotten 3 walks in her 3 previous at-bats. And that one's going to be drove just foul. A 1-1 count. One and one count, no outs, runners on first and third. The Bruins trailing by 1, 12-11, and this one's going to score. No! Oh, the ball pops out of Simmons' glove, and number 23, Faith Mooterspall, is going to be safe at home. And that's going to advance Campbell on over to third. And now we've got a 2-1 count. The Raiders leading now by 2, 13-11 in the top of the 7th inning. A 2-1 count. for Lowry, and that pitch is going to be fouled off. Now a 2-2 count, as this one looks like it may have went off for... Nope. Thought she was limping there for a second, but apparently not. Simmons pitches one a little high, now bringing the count to full. 3-2. And that one in the dirt, now a 3-2 count. No outs. The runner still out on third is Kara Campbell. And Simmons is going to walk her. Now runners on first and third, as Lowry has walked 4 of her 5 at-bats. At the plate now is going to be Cameron Buck. And the runner on first is going to be out, giving the Bruins their first out as she tried to made an attempt to go to second as Grace Simmons was in the pitcher's circle and then went back, and therefore she's going to be out as Simmons puts another one in the dirt. Now a 1-0 count with 1 out.
That was the plate, number 14, Cameron Buck.
Cameron Buck is the batter. 1-0 count, 1 out. And that one finds the inside corner, a 1-1 count. Simmons with a change-up. Hurd not able to field it. It bounces off the third base. And now Buck's rounding, going to second as Hundley fields the ball. But not before another Raiders scores, 14-11.
Up to the plate, number 20, Kelsey Moyer.
And just as I try to type in Kelsey's name, she's hit by the pitch. And giving her first base, and that's going to bring up Kenzie Williams. Williams up to bat with runners on first and second, 1 out. And the Raiders now leading by 3, 14-11. And that's going to be drove out to center field, and that's going to be out of here. A home run, a 3-run home run for the Raiders. Now the score 17-11. And that's going to bring up Meg Stanley once she's finished. Stanley takes the first pitch for a 1-0 count.
Now batting, number 30, Meg Stanley.
The Bruins now with... No, I apologize. The Bruins only with 3 errors on the day. 11 hits on 11 runs. And Simmons throws another wild one. Now a 2-0 count. Simmons struggling here late in the game. And finds the strike zone, a 2-1 count. 1 out for the Raiders. Now with a 6-run lead, 17-11 in the top of the 7th. And this one's going to be a high fly ball. It looks like Grace Simmons is calling it out, gets underneath of it, gets the out. And that's going to be the second out. The second out for the Raiders. And that's going to bring up, back at the top of the lineup, Emily Olson. Two outs for the Raiders. Olson drives one over, and Jacobs not able to field it. That's going to bring up Harley Perry.
Now batting, number 10, Harley Perry.
A little bit high, a 1-0 count. Simmons with one in the dirt, a 2-0 count. This is the ninth batter for the Raiders this half inning. One right down the middle for a 2-1 count. And that one misses just inside for a 3-1 count. And Weitzel able to field the ball, steps on second to get the runner out for the third out of the inning. And with that, we'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
Are you looking for a job or know of someone who is? Peyton's Northern, a Kroger company, is now hiring. At Peyton's, you'll get a job with career advancement opportunities, employee discounts, tuition reimbursement, and educational assistance. A successful applicant will need to be 18 years of age, have the ability to work weekends, holidays, and overtime, can operate motorized equipment, complete strength and endurance testing, pass a pre-employment and background screens, work 10-hour shifts, and lift 55 pounds. At Peyton's, we offer matching 401k retirement savings, paid incentive days, personal and vacation days, and you'll receive Kroger benefits after 60 days. All qualified applicants are encouraged to apply for this opportunity online at jobs.kroger.com. Click on Logistics and Distribution Jobs and search for Bluffton. For questions, call Peyton Staffing Center at 260-827-2108 or 2109. That's jobs.kroger.com. 260-827-2108. Peyton's Northern, now hiring.
And we're back in the bottom of the seventh. The Bruins trail 17-11 as Roseberry hits one to the second baseman for the first out. Up to the plate now is Kaylee Sills. One out for the Bruins. No, I'm sorry. It's going to be Maggie Witt. I apologize. Haley Wick.
Up to the plate, number 13, Haley Wick.
Wick grounds one over to the first baseman. The first baseman lets it pop off her glove, and Wick's going to get a base on errors as the first baseman makes a little bit of a look to say, oh my God, I can't believe I did that.
Up to the plate, number 1, Haley.
And now we're back to the top of the lineup with the senior, Haley Williamson. First pitch comes in, ball one. Williamson 2 for 3 on the evening. And she's going to ground one, and the shortstop makes the catch. A diving play, keeps it in the infield, but the runner's still safe.
Base hit. Base hit for Williamson.
And that's going to bring up the freshman, Grace Simmons.
Up to the plate, number 14, Grace Simmons.
The first pitch, ball one. 1-0 count, 1 out. Bruins trailing by 6. Simmons, high bouncing ball. Now bases loaded for the junior, Michaela Harold.
Simmons gets a base hit. Up to the plate, number 12, Michaela Harold.
The first pitch comes in, strike one. Timeout called. As Simmons, as usual, trying to tie her shoe. An 0-1 count for the junior, Michaela Harold. Fouls one off down the right field line. Now down in the count, 0-2. Simmons on first, Williamson on second, Wick on third. Bases loaded with the junior, Michaela Harold, up to bat. 1 out, and Harold's going to foul another one off. And she fouls another one off. Still an 0-2 count, 1 out, bases loaded for the junior. And she takes one high for the first ball. A 1-2 count now for the junior. Bottom of the 7th. The Bruins trying to erase a 6-run deficit. Now 2-2 count. Another timeout called as now Coach Keith Walker going to try to tie the freshman Grace Simmons' shoes. Two count, 1 out as we resume action. And Harold, a swing and a miss, as it strikes out. 2 outs now for the Bruins as the freshman, Alexa Hurd, approaches the plate.
Up to the plate, number 6, Alexa Hurd.
A swing and a miss by Hurd, strike one. Hurd, an 0-1 count, 2 outs. Fouls one straight back. Now an 0-2 count, 2 outs, bases loaded. Hurd lets that one go by for the first pitched ball, 1-2 count, 2 outs. The Bruins trailing by 6, 17-11. Another outside for ball 2, a 2-2 count. Hurd fouls one off now, still a 2-2 count with 2 outs. Hurd fouls yet another one off. Still battling through this at-bat. A 2-2 count with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th with bases loaded. Fouls another one off. Still staying in the at-bat. 2-2, 2 outs. Hurd fouls another one off. Hurd battling with the at bat with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Bases loaded. The pitch, and Hurd is going to hit a high fly ball, and the shortstop comes over, and that's going to be the end of the game as the Bruins fall 17-11 in the bottom of the 7th. And with that, since I don't have my partner in crime here, Vince Bearcat Brown, I'm going to go ahead and end the live cast or the live stream with that. And we will see you on the next game, I believe, is going to be Monday for the boys as they play host to Blue River. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.